Are you struggling with contact with your fairway woods, tops, thins and general consistency in strike off the deck? Well, in today's video I've got you covered, and if you're already smashing your fairway woods off the deck, these tips can help you hit it even better. So in today's video you can expect me to analyse and talk through the simple ways we can start setting up to the 3-wood correctly and the concept in the hit to start striking it off the deck. Welcome, if you are a brand new viewer, welcome to the channel. Please do consider subscribing. I bring you content 4 days a week that helps you enjoy better golf and play better golf out on the golf course. In today's video, I'm down here in the Algarve in Portugal, not in my usual setting of Manchester, and we're at San Lorenzo. We're on the 8th tee, and you must be thinking, well, why are you on the tee if you're hitting off the deck? I don't do that. I'm just doing it off this tee because of this stunning view. This is the iconic hole here at San Lorenzo, so I thought I'd take full advantage of it and show you how to hit your 3-wood off the deck. So the first thing I want to do in this video is talk to you about the kind of common misconceptions about what we do with this fairway wood off the deck. Now, a lot of people see the kind of makeup of what this looks like in the fairway wood and sort of associate it with the same as how they hit a driver. On the ascending arc, nicely on the up, and we try and get it in the air. Well, anytime that we try and do that and we apply that same theory of wanting to bottom our arc before the golf ball, you can see now if my bottom of my arc before the golf ball happens around here, like with driver, then very often we can start hitting above the equator of the golf ball. So if we look at this a little bit more closely now, if we were trying to hit it up on this, you can see how now I'm going to hit up on the golf ball above the equator, and because this ball's not teed up, that's where we can start hitting it right off the bottom of the club at best, or at worst hitting those top shots and sometimes those fat shots too. Now that sometimes comes from adopting the same ball position, so having it on the inside of our left heel, but for me the real issue comes from when we try and swing this club. We try and get it up into the air, one, because we associate it like a driver, but two, because we don't see a lot of loft down here. So our brain tells us, okay, well, to get something in the air, well, we need to help it get in the air. We need to scoop it up into the air, when really this affects the strike and makes the ball go lower, even topped. So they're the two things that I see why people are struggling with the fairway woods. How I want you to go about this is we're going to talk about the setup, and then I want to talk about a feeling, and then right at the end of the video I'm going to give you a drill to adopt and use to start ripping this 3-wood off the deck. Because we all know, we all like hitting 3-woods and we all love hitting them into greens and par 5s, but it's so frustrating when we don't actually get the strike from the fairway like we do from the tee. Okay, so I'm going to put this alignment stick down here to show you where we want to have the ball position, and grab 2 golf balls. So I want you to take a normal setup for a driver to begin with, then I want you to put this ball position 2 balls back in your stance. So put 2 balls to the left half of this alignment stick now. So by doing that, this has had to make me shuffle this way, moving the ball backwards in my stance. So you can see now the ball is a bit further back in my stance. This is going to help me create a bit more of a sweeping to downwards hit. And then in terms of weight and pressure, I want you to feel as though we've got a very much 50-50 pressure. Not a lot of shoulder tilt, but 50-50 pressure between each foot. So imagine we've got a set of scales here. We don't want to have one tipping up this way or this way. We want to have them very, very even. The final thing I want to talk about here, and before we talk about the drill, is the misconception that I think a lot of people don't realise that your PGA Tour players, your European Tour players, the guys at the very elite, the one that comes to my mind is Sergio Garcia. He takes a nice little divot after his 3-wood. And we all think, blooming heck, a divot, that's not right. Well, actually, he's creating a move here which is very neutral in its angle of attack. So this is our horizon. The ball, or the club will be very neutral or slightly on the down. And this helps him compress it off the fairway. This helps him get a more centered strike. Anytime like you guys, if you're struggling with your 3-woods, helping it in the air, that that's going to be where we're going to struggle. So what would be a really nice drill to start hitting this 3-wood pure as we can? So I call this the channel drill. We've got our 1 alignment stick for our ball position with 2 golf balls there, just to make us aware that we've moved that ball slightly back in the stance. But then I've got a channel now on the target side. So I created this channel by picking a target down on the bottom of the fairway, tracing it back and creating a channel that goes all the way down there. Created that channel, my feeling now in this drill to help me be a little bit more neutral, which bear in mind for you guys that are helping it up into the air may feel like we're hitting down on it a fair bit. I want you to feel that we're taking a little bit of a bruising of the turf in the channel side, not the non-channel side. So make a few practice swings, moving the ball out of the way to begin with, just bruising that ground inside the channel, and I place the ball there at the start of the channel to help me do that, help me have a focus, help me have a real point of intention. Okay, after a couple of practice swings, move the ball back in, make sure we've got the correct ball position, and let's hit this one away. A super good strike, that. And if you can see down there on the turf, I have made a little bit of a bruising divot on the channel side of my drill. Really nice and simple. The keys to this are in the setup. Move the ball slightly back in our stance. Make sure the weight and pressure is 50-50. Use the channel drill to start making a little bit of a bruising action target side of the golf ball. Thank you for watching today's video on Elliott Golf. Hope you enjoyed this content. A really nice simple channel drill which can help you rip your fairway woods off the deck. Remember, look for that little bruising divot, because that's how we're going to start striking the ball out the middle, not out the top.